Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Suri and I try to make makeup easy just for you. So according to the title of this video, today I will be showing you how to get a flawless base, which is using concealer, foundation or CC cream if you want. And and all of these this whole acid series will be for mask edition, because obviously we are in the corona time, so without mask I will not suggest you to go. Please don't go without a mask outside of your home. And I think that's it. So if you are intrigued by this idea of mine, then please keep on watching. Bye. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel. We are nearing 100 subscribers and I'm so excited. So please make it happen for me, you guys. It's just the red button down there, you know, which says subscribe. Then please click on subscribe because I love you. So the first thing that you would need to do is moisturizer. So in today's video, I'm going to use Pond's Super Light Gel. So I have come back and now you can see that the moisturizer has, my skin has soaked up the moisturizer, and I love this moisturizer just because of the glow that it gives me. I mean guys, this is not sponsored. I don't receive PR from any brands, but so whatever that I'm saying here is an honest opinion, and I've been using this moisturizer since so long. It's been months, I think it's more than 3 to 4 months, and I love this moisturizer because of the glow that it's giving me. And also I forgot to mention the most important point here is that always clean your hands before applying any kind of makeup or touching your face. So now that our moisturizer is done, the next step will be primer. And for primer, I have two primers in my hands right now. One is Nykaa Prep Me Up primer, another is Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect primer. I love both of these primers. This is a silicone based, but this is a cream based primer, so I like both of the finish of both of these products. I will apply this primer all over my face, which I typically do when I use this primer, and I will be using this primer only in this region, my nose and a little bit here, wherein I have a little bit of pores. I don't have much pores, you guys, but just for the sake of this video, I'm just showing you. So first I'll be taking Lakme Blur Perfect primer, taking just a tad bit, like this much, pea size. One thing about this primer, guys, it gives a little bit of pink tint to your skin, which I like. Also, I have run out of my sunscreen, so before putting on primer, you can obviously go ahead and apply sunscreen before going out if you are going to go for a daytime look. Now I'm taking the Nykaa Prep Me Up primer, just a little bit. You don't need much of this primer, so taking just this much amount, just a little bit, and I'll be warming it up in between my fingers, because this is a silicone based primer and you need to apply it like this. Now when it's warmed up on my fingers, I'm going to tap it, pat it in like this. See, instant blur, instant. Do not rub it in when you are using silicone based primers, because that will create a little balls of how do I put this, little ball of this primer product. So always pat it in like this, slowly. See, instant blur. That's what I like. Now that we are done with primer, let's move on to the foundation. So for today, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 128 Warm Nude. So what I generally do is I always take little bit of product, blend it out, then I look at my skin. If I need more product, then again I take a little bit and then again blend it out. So for this step you can use a brush or a beauty sponge. This is like a personal preference, you guys. There's no hard and fast rule. I like to use apply my foundation using a beauty sponge because I like the finish of it. It gives a very airbrush look and doesn't get so much cakey. The sponge will absorb some of the product, like the excess product, and then it will give a very nice skin like finish on my skin, which I am all for. Now I know this is very little foundation, but that's how I start generally. So yeah, so now taking the sponge and I'm going to start blending. Blended out, I can see that here I would need a little bit of product in my nose. I'll be needing a little bit of product and in my forehead. I do not generally take much of the foundation on my forehead because that's where you make the most expressions. Use our eyebrows. We all use our eyebrows so much, like subconsciously we always do this. So the last thing that you would need is your foundation settling up on those lines, and we all have lines here, right? So I don't take much of the foundation there. I blend it until I feel that it has been blended into my skin. I mean, makeup is always an extra layer, but then you have to blend it out so that it feels and it shows up as skin. That's what we are going for. Always blend it out. If you need a flawless look, then you have to blend everything out. Like, makeup is the game. Like, the whole point of makeup is blending. That's it, I'm telling you. So I think I'm good with foundation. So next step is concealer. So for concealer, I'm using LA Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige. I absolutely love this concealer because I have to take just a little bit because I don't have much of dark circles, as you can see. So I just take a little bit. The applicator is not good though, but the product is good. Now I have applied just a little bit, tiny bits of concealer here and here, because when you go for an eyeshadow or something, I would suggest you to use concealer here, because that will work as a eyeshadow primer as well. Now with concealer, again, you can blend it out with a beauty sponge or a brush. So for brush, I use PAC 272 brush. This is the angular brush which helps to get in the corners of your eyes very well. So sometimes I use this, sometimes I use this, but generally if you ask me, I prefer beauty sponge because of the finish that it gives me. I will start blending out very lightly. And always, whenever you are blending your concealer out, always dab the sponge and not drag. And this applies to brushes as well. Always remember to dab the product, like how I'm doing, like, see? Very slowly, I'm dabbing the product like this. So this will give you the right amount of concealer here, and if I drag this, the whole concealer will be misplaced and it won't define its purpose. Now, as you can see, I have a scar here, right? So I try to conceal it, but then I know it won't be able to conceal much, so I just leave it at that, and I have accepted it that I have a scar. And I think any girl who's watching this video, if you feel like there's any scar on your face or something and you feel like you're very insecure about it, don't feel insecure, because we all are humans. We all have lived our lives, and sometimes things happen and you get a remembrance spot like this and like this here as well. So do not be insecure about it. I was, and then my mom told me that this is just a part of you and you should accept it. and that's all made the difference. So now after a gazillion years of blending, now we'll be moving to setting our face, and for that I'll be using Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So this is the powder, you guys. I'm in the shade 15 Light. So what I do is, like, I have tried to set my under eyes and everything with a brush or with a compact, but baking has, when I started using the method baking, it actually worked for me. So I always dunk my beauty sponge in the powder. You can actually use a brush for this as well, but first try to see that there are no creases before setting your under eyes. Now I'm going to bake it. Sit on for about 20 to 30 seconds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my whole face with what's remaining here, because I am a dry skin type and now it's winter, so I lightly set up my face. But if I'm going to do a daytime look and I'm using a foundation and I know that I'm going to sweat, then I take a little bit of more powder and set my face. So using a damp sponge and powder makes, like, I don't feel it dry as much, because that works for me. So this is the method that I use. And also, if you set your face with powder and you have to wear a mask, then it doesn't budge much. So that's one thing. I think it's been mostly 10 to 20 minutes for my under eye baking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my blender and blend this out. Whatever is left on my sponge, I'm going to lightly set my upper eyelid, because we have applied concealer there as well. Do not forget to set everything, otherwise it will be a disaster, I'm telling you. Just believe your girl Suri. Just believe her. Like, I'm honest with you guys, and I'll always be. But 100 subscribers, yeah, I need 100 subscribers. Please share it with your friends now. Support Corona. Sorry, that wasn't intentional. So please support me, guys. Please. If you are अभी तक अगर हो ना, तो सब्सक्राइब कर लो और अपने फ्रेंड्स लोगों को भी बोलो सब्सक्राइब करने. क्या ये एक बंदी का तो वीडियो देखेंगे और we'll chill. So I think I look amazing, and even after applying foundation, concealer and everything, you can see the finish that it gives me. My whole face, it doesn't seem like I have applied makeup, but yeah. The next step is a bit optional, but I like to do it and I prefer to do it, so I'm going to share it with you guys as well. Now for this step, I like to go in with the setting spray, and I believe setting spray sets your whole face up. And so after using setting spray, I feel that I feel again the water coming in, the hydration coming in, so I do not feel as much dry as before. So whenever I go out, I definitely use a little bit of setting spray. So I'm going to spray my face with this. Now when I've spritzed my face up, I like to again go in with my beauty sponge and lightly set the whole setting spray up on my face. Setting spray is very important. Why? If you ask me, it's important because it melts everything together, like the foundation, concealer, powder. It melts like this and it will be intact for all day long, believe me. So yeah, this is the base makeup, and as you can see, this setting spray gives me a little bit of glow because this is the NYX Dewy spray, so it gives a little bit of glow to your face and as well as hydrates your face, which is very important. Hydration, moisturizer, very important. So this is it, you guys. This is how you ace the base with your girl Suri. Oh yeah. So this is how you ace the base, you guys. I absolutely love this. It doesn't feel like I've used a lot of makeup, which I haven't actually, but this is how you do not waste so much of products and get a very smooth finish like this. So after this you can create go with your makeup routine, but for the base you can use my steps and let me know in the comments down below if this works out for you guys. So I have used this method with a mask as well and it stays on. So when you apply makeup, a little bit will obviously come off because it's makeup and it's a product that you are applying on your face. However, our main objective here was that it doesn't budge much and you look good. So who doesn't want to look good and presentable? I do. Stay tuned for my next tutorial. My next tutorial will be how to ace your eyebrows, like the eyebrow game. If you're not following me on Instagram, then please follow me on my Instagram channel, that is at It's Just Suri. I post so many interesting stuff there. So I don't want you to miss out on all that. So please follow me there as well. Also, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I come online on YouTube. We are very, very, very close to 100 subscribers. So please support me, like please. I love you. So please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And love you. Bye.